Fambule Muna, good evening to yet another episode of The Well, where they come to una from True Talk Radio 98.5 FM. And me so where they bring the program to una today, me own name na Bimba Kamara. Now, I get something very interesting where I go and let we talk about Fambulem. Obviously, we know say inside Africa, for the people them we the follow up on this week continent, we know say we get the youngest population at the entire world. You see, them say by 2030, almost half of the people them we get for the inside Africa, if not 60%, will actually be made up of young people them. And then young people them them na the driving force mostly for the country economy, for in fact the continent's own economic grow. If you want for you actually bring development in any place, we need for realize and we need for recognize young people them as a crucial resource base where go help we all for able for achieve the goals them. Most people, including people them inside the United Nations, don't they talk say, if you exclude young people them inside your country and your developmental processes them, it means you don't pull away the very thing them where any country need for survive. And it's not just inside Africa, even inside Sierra Leone. Now, according to the 2015 census we them been conduct, then find out say out of the population we've been there at that time, about 70% of that population they now be young people them. And where we mean young people, we mean people them with between the age of 15 to 35 years, according to UN their own benchmark where they done set. So imagine say almost all the population force now young man and young woman them. Waiting for this stop young man and young woman now, not for gonna farm. Waiting for this stop them, not for put and paboku work them, wait for actually they make them they get income. Waiting for they make them not able for contribute to Sierra Leone own develop one. Now that question and they come now everybody in mind. Me na a recent graduate, and where we been the graduate, most of my company them get high dreams from them. And then the dreams been this simple. Me, where they go college, as I left college, I get big work. At the beginning, in space of 2 years, I buy motor car, I settle down. In space of 5 years, I go down married, and I live a happy life. We've been thinking say it was that easy. Fast forward 2 years after graduation, we see say people then will actually come out with first class degree still not able to get work it. Then still not able to provide for them family. It's boku of them, the loan the way them be take for pay college fee with the hopes as then done and they get work, then still not able to get some yet for let them able for pay. Them fambul them, in fact, some not so even from external source them go take loan, some not from them fambul them. Now Lily and Natu with them me and that pardon work for na farm for all throughout the year and don't save 9 them they give them picking there for let them go college. Now they done and most of them sit on a house with them and me and that pa. Like say they not been literally save and spend all their last savings for let them able for make this boy get what he wants no more. And these are some of the things them where they afflict young people. And in fact, just hinging on this, now it make we bring the topic today for let we discuss them. Why make boku young people them na Sierra Leone not able to get work it? Why the unemployment rate high inside Sierra Leone? And waiting at the role where parliament self can play inside them thing then yeah. Now, I want that we understand something. I've been non-mentioned say roughly young people them make 15 to 35, young people them age brackets now from 15 to 35 and they make up 1/3 of the population of the entire Sierra Leone. And that now about, if you get 8 million people, 2.5 million people them basically right now young people them and nearly half of the labor force, all the one the way they work right now in the country, half of that population they are young man and young woman. Yet, pa always them boku na the country, so you not go believe say 70% of them young people them here, them either not get work or them not the inside the career choice where them want. They're not the inside the line of work where them actually where they pleasing to them. Imagine say Abu Vandi go inside college, he go read nursing. Abu come out with nothing the grain, he not able to get pin code. Then Abu begin for the go sell fishing bats and a market. Or Abu go then take Abu can sit on a shop like they sell for we. You don't get college degree, you able for right. So you able to keep record. Now yes, a go be storekeeper and money they come from. But truly, Abu know that it's inside a position where he want for the. Not so that they read in a college or not so that they get skills for. And besides Abu, sometimes other people them go they see and say Abu is a very lucky man. At least when you don't get side for you the again. You get more in your party now. We don't even get to work. In Sidom no more all day still lay on mama thank you, papa thank you. In fact, most of the young people them with the Sina Sierra Leone, most of them they inside informal work. Even the one them we actually they get them work them here. Most of them are informal work than they do. And roughly 60 to 70% of the working age Sierra Leoneans them they work in something where we call the rat race. Say you they go, you they do the work, but the amount of money where you they get from them, you know actually do for like you even able for save and do big business way for make you gently for yourself. No, the money where then they give them now just waiting enough for let them able pay transport and eat for the month. And so then we need for when they come back now that same working place every day. And with the situation with the country they get from them, we don't they realize itself. Some man now with the months done, wait till they spend on transport. Already 99 salary. So we have all these challenges, all them challenges, are ranging from that boy they come out and we no land book where they feel say they can't get work on a free ton, they come meet something, say, not to what they expect. That boy they come out Kamakwe where they come FBC for call land book or where they go honest by Kroma University for go land book where they don't able to get work back. So even that person will come out from a very educated home and in Fambulem gets connection, but still you go they wonder why they earn as much as in Fambulem. Now that day we want for come discuss now today. And truth is, we get a job crisis in Sierra Leone. And now something that discuss now conversations them this way for actually matter. It is that the young people them actually they hope say government will can make work in place for most of them, or them go can provide job opportunities for most of them, so that them back will be able for get them lily and nothing, and in turn them will they pay government small in the form of tax. Where for make salon they move go before. I mean a walk inside China, and so boku young people away their Lambuk feel saying that then they go happen inside Sierra Leone. Because boku factories them, we go work at them factories them here. And when we work at them factories them, also governments they pay we. Them factories and our business owners them get away them pay we in turn, we they go provide job we they go pay tax now to government from the salary within the give we, and governments will use them for build the country. Now than the China been do. You see, but inside Sierra Leone now, the challenge is that many young people in this say them need for rely on governments for provide work. But however, governments not create that fear environment. So say people them will get money go come invest, and them go make factories and with them young man and young woman and go come begin work. The amount of people and they complain say tax so high that it's unfavorable and not favorable for any businessman for can start business and salon where will require employing that amount of that higher number of people. Now the first challenge then they, and then on the other hand, governments they say I'm saying no. Look the Western, look the West, look Europe. Waiting on that they notice inside them area them day. Waiting actually when they notice na them side them day. It is that now the young man and young woman they waiting at them country. Now them actually now them they come with ideas them where they bring money. You they see that ordinary bobo on YouTube. He's 21 for the generation now where they follow football and the one them we actually they into internet a lot. Then get this bobo where them call I Show Speed. Now I Show Speed now just 21-year bobo, 20-year-old bobo. I Show Speed don't make past millions and millions of dollars from just recording himself where they talk about football business, where they say like Messi pass Ronaldo, like Ronaldo pass Messi. The amount of people where they watch them video them on YouTube don't make that boy able for opening young company now for himself and employ boku people them. Look what Mark Zuckerberg do. The person wake up with Facebook. You see how many people them now don't employ all over the world inside under that in Facebook update where it been created. So the governments they rely on the creativity of the citizens them inside Sierra Leone, particularly youth man them, for able for with job opportunities for themselves. Then they see say they need for be employers them instead of for coming up and be employees. And so we get this dilemma. So this dilemma don't actually create a situation inside the citizens them not feel safe and get too much trust inside the government or confidence inside the government for provide them basic necessities, including job opportunities. And at the same time, the governments they see the young people them like they're lazy. They're not able to make the extra push for let them bring development in partnership with governments. And so now this we they delve into today, and for that day we want to actually examine. One, we don't already get the views of young people, but waiting at the role way parliament for the play. Waiting at this youth unemployment, first of all, we the talk about, and also role parliament go play for they able for curb the effects them. Realizing that parliament is the highest decision making body in the country. Now they may end you be non-vote for parliamentarians them, wait for go they go make laws them, wait for they go make bills them, we actually they affect with life. From how then they shape medicine and hospital them to who that in fact forget waiting and when inside Sierra Leone. All the laws them way then they make na yanda. So we feel like say yanda for them, yanda would be one of the most interesting side them. In fact, no, yanda for be one of the most crucial side them, who say the idea of unemployment for be dealt with. Now yanda na dinna the ground zero, na dinna the base way. If them attack, I feel like say them go carry with fairer rules them. We go allow businessmen for come na saloon. We go allow them for come invest. I mean we've been here even there with Arise initiative. We've been here say them come on, was it Benin? Then they may one come with $1.2 billion investments na Sierra Leone and acquire chief Domianda. Where that thing mean come, me and me Paddy Timothy, we've been sitting on the discuss. We were like, this could be a game changer for the country. If we actually allow them people them can invest, because you know how many thousands of Sierra Leoneans them go be employed? How many people them could benefit indirectly from waiting them people they also get for the bring? You know how the cost of goods and service system for don't chip inside the country, because nothing go with the produce already. And if God being agree, by the time then they don't then they don't make the industrial sites na koya, na putlo koyanda, and then they link Lunge and Freetown, we they get a big investment hub na this side of the world. Now we've been habukpa. You see, so that is it. Whose kind of role parliament go play for come with for allow the investors them come up for create that level playing field where for make Sierra Leoneans them get avenues them for get them daily bread. And also at exactly 7:30 we will open the phone line, the first segment of the phone line for let we are waiting a fambul them views them on waiting in the area so far we will discuss. If you want to contribute your voice today to the program, the number for send you text to or for send call or for call we now 072 641 729 072 641 729. Now Fambulem, let we begin with the unemployment rates in Sierra Leone. I've been already mentioned say for Sierra Leone even though the population of Sierra Leone basically a high number of them now young people them. Yet 70% of them young people them they 70% of that number they we constitute of young people them where they between 15 to 35 years them unemployed. They not get work. And the lily one them we get work actually they inside them we not so they then desire. Imagine you don't go read law, you go see them as clerk, you go see them as PA. As personal assistants for one low organization where you self no say you college fee being like you college fee actually dear past how much then they pay you there for the next 5 years. You feel say you will able to survive. So you get the one them way unemployed, they not get work, and then you get the one them way actually they inside positions and when they no want, but how for doing as I really on this. If you don't get the lily where they bring you money, better pass the nothing where you get. So waiting at the things and where actually they make them young people them waiting make this unemployment rate high. Now then we begin for deal with. Now you go remember say you don't go college, and you don't come out college, you dey expect say the kind degree wey you don't come out with, say a first class degree in mass communication, or a first class degree in any of the social sciences. You dey feel say wey you don't come out college, you for come able get job easily, a white collar job, AC dey blow you sit down in office. But why make now them rather would they take somebody we get division 3 and we don't work for, well, we don't get small experience that over you, we don't get you first class degree and okay, no experience it. And in fact, the answer now don't provide so. Now the experience. Now many young people them these employers and think necessarily on them feel like say many young people them then lack the skills them with the job market demand. And honestly, some employment opportunities them they will require a certain skill set. You know, we'll go turn garage manager where you know ever wolf spanner it too. You know, or you know ever turn fitter itself. It's not possible. You don't go turn electrician where you know sabi in fact how who's cable and negative, who's one a positive, or how for fixed cable self per meter. And so now, so some of them job opportunities, some of them jobs them here the back. You know, go turn a project manager if you know sabi that logical framework with the inside project implementation. You know go sabi, you know go be a monitoring and evaluation officer if you know ever get experience inside the work kit, or you turn doctor where you know even ever get one practical yet safe outside your classroom. It's not possible. So where young people them can they go where they non-graduates, this is not for the graduates them more. Where they go don't graduate and then go with the hope say they go can't get jobs. Then go left them CV, then left them certificates them, but then they get called again. Waiting they happen. And now because the people them where they employ them, they already see say no, this person get the degree, yes, now a basic requirement, but not to in normal matter. The other thing we matter back now that this person here for able for show we say it go able can do the work we want and it don't get experience in fact. So waiting most employers them actually they look forward to now that you and other person they will don't get a first class degree. You for them at least go through an internship journey. We for them give you we for them expose you to how offices them they operate. If not for internship journeys, begin volunteer. That's what most of us did. Most of us did with the college. By the time you come out college now, you don't get enough experience. Enough experience. Where for make the job market, the person where you feel say go can employ you. If you insist I volunteer na Institute for Governance Reform for 2 years. And I've been the help for implement projects them. Obviously, you don't get that basic background, and institutions then they rush, if not for anything, for like you can be project assistants in place of a project officer, for example. You see, so now the number one challenge then and then it is that the part of the world where we they basically. Even if you know Lambuk, we they expect say you they able for the inside other sectors them because we get beaucoup raw materials them at the country. So waiting the hinder Sierra Leoneans them now for open agro-based industrial services them, or in fact for open factories them where the ordinary Sierra Leonean go they get in Lily and nothing from. I come to the second point, say, we don't get fairer playing grounds for their investments than they happen in Sierra Leone. This now waiting most people them they say actually that we they focus too much now on mobilizing revenue for we able to get money from any business we come, Sierra Leone go and milk come to the extent that then go afraid. It's either them tariff hype and the people them when I'm me and you, or then just pack the business and go. And the other one, they will get money, then they afraid the climate. Me and you, they win as Sierra Leoneans, then we get money in this country, but them go rather keep them money or invest them in other country than it come back to the climate with the inside the community, with the inside we country. This really they make some people then not feel certain of getting profit if they invest inside the country. And that investment in turn, I can bring but who work for people them. You know how much them mining companies them in non they employ? How many people them Sierra just been employed where they work for them? How many picking them in get for go school because them family and they work under? How many people them been they go then they get something for it before they sleep na net? Just because that them family been they work na them factory them. And so these are the situations them. Now government been actually don't try for tackle some of them challenges them here with the day. But we still see many young people them still not get job yet. Boku of them, in fact, don't even know the technical know-how. Now, two of them ways them in which government been try to do this. Now, one, they established the National Youth Commission. Now, the National Youth Commission then pass them. In fact, we get a whole act for them where them pass inside Parliament. And the National Youth Commission basically it been try for get an approach where go tackle. I know they say no more that this is limited to, but if I been they tackle youth joblessness. The unemployment where they amongst young people them. So think I'm say now this umbrella about the way government's been come with. Say okay, we don't realize one of the reasons them in fact where young people them participate inside the war and carry out gross atrocities them where we see. Now because they were marginalized, then pull them come on a decision making processes them. Plus Boko of them in fact not been they survive in the country, they not been they get to side for getting Lily and nothing. Una we mean read the TRC report, the Truth and Reconciliation Commission that they report where them pull after the war. We been explained to we waiting come with who that them fight the war, waiting come with the war inside Sierra Leone. Them say the reason why we been see boku young people them as opposed to old people that we been the whole gone, are because the youth them been non tired and they don't get frustrated at a point. That's the only way where they feel say then they able to resolve disputes. Now if them go all gone. And so bearing on this. For let we know, well, not to dandy no more, but for let we see, say, we bring young people them to the table. Parliament been creates the National Youth Commission under an act where they established in 2009. Now, it been responsible for actually coordinate youth programs them in the country, and the idea have been for let we empower young people them for national development. So them been for train young people them on entrepreneurship, how them for do their own business them, how them for able for meet people them for get money for do that them business, how for create ideas, or even how for participate inside the political processes and inside your country without necessarily even belong to political party. Most of them trainings them now them we can they see where they grow and results to people forming NGOs. Them big NGOs. Sometimes some man go don't come out from yonder, it will go begin working on an NGO. And this was it. The law being explicitly there for assist inside the creation of job opportunities then for boku young people them, and not just for that moment. It been include a medium and a long-term plan for tackle youth unemployment. And in fact, inside 2024, Parliament been even amend the National Youth Commission Act for like strengthening the mandate where require say now the National Youth Commission for implement youth empowerment projects them and for follow the national priorities them where President Bio been come with at that time then are the big five. And also, they been in fact come with a whole new part of them, we've been for increased youth representation. And that now, let we make young people them get boku position them now inside government. Let we not just see them as people who they can't talk to. How you see that they fine, okay, fine. Instead, let we come, we bring them to the table. Let it not be superficial. The way they involve them inside decision making processes them, let it not be superficial. Let them come actually sit down at the table and let them give their own opinion and let their opinion influence the laws them way they make. You see. And in fact, where governments will realize joblessness boku and realize, come back to that my first point where I've been making on the two challenges them we young people they face now that they lack the skills them with the workforce demand. Boku no get that experience, so then don't go get theoretical knowledge na college, go cram and pass no more. And this night me can tell me uncle where I don't college. I say, if me the lamb with my salon again, are the wicked myself. Because na cram and pass, and I saw the system they see say na cram and pass business you go see bumper, and they get the practical experience. You see, and so government may realize and they recognize and they now make them come with this National Youth Service for young people them under the National Youth Commission. Also about the number about seven, I stand corrected, 7 or 8 cohorts them now and they non come about. So the idea was then young people them here, we select them from across different institutions and different areas in our society for come sit down and then get for come and get complete training on some of the skills them where them go need both soft and hard skills them for where them go need for improve their employability chances. So we been get one woman where we all go college. In been go recently, self. Okay, I bring two people them inside the equation. You get, I have a colleague where been the work one app, where been on the part of the National Youth Service cohort. What he tell me was that even after we don't go through the trainings them where it get, it not been enough for game job opportunities them. It's not only way it begin only way it begin volunteer with one app, and that time it begin gets the basic experience or at least the basic knowledge we need for like able for making self an asset in any institution where if any self. In any institution where if any self. On the other hand, I get this me junior colleague where we all been in the college. In now them go this last batch with them go yes. Immediately we're done with the National Youth Service. Again work. Now the work we again are inside government today. So my assumption is that the things them we waiting the National Youth Service been cater for. Now been for take university graduates them into that 6 months national service deployment. It can be inside education, it can be inside health, it can be inside agriculture, and regardless of the sector we find yourself, say you go able go create lively forget lively skills them for yourself where for make by the time with a commodity you they be an asset where any institution go want you and you go help for create a work you go help for improve work opportunities them for young people them by in either becoming employer yourself or you get employed by another institution and then you really enact and you begin pay tax return. You see, and so thousands and thousands of young people them don't go through that program there and don't participate. Some been successful, as in the case of this my other colleague, Anointed. That's the boy's name I've been the look for, Anointed Frank Saidu, and others them not too lucky like Desrika. And they only been get for go through the civil society route for let them able for get the job opportunity. For let them get the skills and way they need for actually contribute to growth or for get job opportunities basically in the country and then kick poverty common in life. Now, these have been for young graduates them normal. Not so that the National Youth Commission normal been focused on the National Youth Service now for we bookman them. But then other ventures them they where governments be embark on as a result of the result of the law where Parliament passed, we been for help some of them for if you don't go college safe but you don't find businessman, we go give you small business grants. We think I'm like seed funding, way for being the help for let young people then get start up and then see what in and be able to create for themselves. That was the idea. But whether or not then they go fine or because the ministry be established a youth empowerment basket. We sign a the money for the go for anything where they inside waiting them want for do for young people them. Whether those monies have been disbursed, whether or not young people they benefit, I am not in a position to say. But as something I want we can delve further in as we explore the role where parliament and governments basically they play in tackling unemployment. We go for a quick break where we come with open the phone lines them back and Fambulem can contribute them voice based on waiting and non see and then no. The phone number where we come back is 072-641-729 Fambulem 072-641-729. Let me take a quick break. Welcome back, Fambulem. If you just did join, we actually talk about youth unemployment and the role where government and parliament can play for able for tackle some of them issues them. Yeah, again we dey open the phone line now. Forget based on waiting we just don't contribute for let we get fumble them own where we just don't discuss. Forget fumble them your own view on waiting and think. And the number for call na 072 641 729 072 641 729. You can either call or you send text message to the number or even a WhatsApp message. We they receive either direct phone call or WhatsApp phone call. We they actually read back your text if you send them WhatsApp or you send them normal to we. Now we been they say. Now where President Biokanapa this 2023, even say if they come with a youth employment scheme, now we all been in at it with the Allah. Yes, I mean that is not literally the abbreviation and the form YES, Youth Employment Scheme. Okay, we don't get with first caller. Oh yeah, you from? Yes, caller. You name and who side they call from? Hello, caller. You name and who side they call from? Yes, good evening, caller.
Yes, boss, good evening. My name is Samuel Sayo, and I call for Mansoria.
Okay, Mr. Samuel Sayo. How the body sign? Thank you for call. Waiting at you view.
I don't follow the program, and I want to say thank you very much for such a wonderful presentation. And I just want to give some contribution again towards this topic of discussion today.
Okay.
So we also use unemployment like not to just statistics again, but rather we know say now a crisis where they affect the nation growth and also the stability of the economy.
Sure.
And normally, as you will say just now, some of the points we made now vital points and way somehow they bring rise to this youth unemployment in our country. Whereas you made mention of the lack of skills matching the job market. As you say, many youths then they graduate with degree, but not with employable or market relevant skill.
Yeah.
Right now we just they go now with colleges them go and learn, you understand? Go and cram and pass, but we know they get that kind of, job experience and also therefore we find that that's much difficult at first, so they get to degrees them and go out there for go find job. Also another thing we can hinder that way aspect of attaining job just leaving university or so, we find out say now the poor access to finance and support for entrepreneurship.
Okay.
And say many of we the common university now they can maybe we get we ideas there we get.
Yes.
We get we entrepreneurship ideas them. But you find out say due to the lack of capital, not only that, but also due to the lack of guardians, you find out say we're not going to make their dreams and they come to. So therefore, because we kind of lack finance, also can make we kind of go unemployed.
Wow.
So another aspect again, we the lead for make we kind of they unemployed or for make the unemployment rates the increase in terms of the youth. Now the aspect also of the limited job opportunity.
Okay.
You know, say the formal sector now Sierra Leone, to be honest, a kind of small. They get and they're not able to absorb the kind of rising numbers in terms of the one the way for them at labor force. You get
Sure.
Majority of we they left college, then they can out how many thousand they graduate at the university, they just they add. But find out say in this formal sector they will absorb we all. So therefore find out say this get for lead to an increase in the aspects of the unemployment rate again among with the youth then.
Sure.
Another aspect again we go make this particular unemployment rate increase is the aspect of political favorism also.
That is
and corruption.
Okay.
Sometimes somebody will get the know-how and gets the qualification for work now this particular place, but because often jobs are given based on concession or rather than competent, I see this also they bring rise to unemployment and all.
Right.
So I know I took much of the time I go like for NDI and give just a word or two. We go say let me just prioritize youth-friendly policy them, and also let me invest in entrepreneurship, strengthen the vocal institution, and also create a transparent job environment. If we not try for address this issue as of now, then we the risks losing an entire generation potential. So once again, I want to say thank you very much.
All right, thank you very much, Mr. Sayo. Those were wonderful points when Mr. Sayo actually did bring up. I feel like na classroom have been there and they give me professor the lecture back. They see the young man been actually very passionate about waiting if it's right for put out there. And you can tell say except otherwise, but it's all like from Wusa they always say Mount Oriel, probably na hostel it. Probably this students where they about for graduate and then a really concern about waiting again for come meet na the workplace. And where we self been in we finally and where we self been in at the final year now so we lecturers them in they tell we say where we they come down waiting we they see some money not go favorable some money they favorable you really need for be like you need for be an exception to the exception for let you able for survive and then get like your daily income without years of experience yet inside this field. Some people got lucky, some just are not, and most of them decide for go back for go read law, for example, for we batch we been come out. You see, instead of then see them no more. But then it come back to the point say where President Bio come, he say if they create 500,000 jobs them, where they target young people them by 2028. And this scheme been the part of the manifesto where it come with. And in fact that been one of the things that we make Boku young people them clinging to the BO initiative. So the BO administration say, okay, then get something we then go add. We don't get to the next caller. Yes, caller, your name and who side they call from? Okay.
Good evening, all.
Yes, good evening, ma. Your name and who side they call from?
Yeah, my name now we get to Dalami Kamara.
Okay, madam, you get
from
to.
Godrich.
Okay.
Pardon?
No, carry on. Carry on.
Yeah, we get to Dalami Kamara. I call from Godrich. To be
Okay.
specific, I don't care.
Okay.
I just want to give a small or short contribution on the topic youth employment.
Ah, nice. Okay.
You dey get me?
Yes, madam Dean.
Cause furthermore, cause this na a very important topic to read the young one then, especially we they about to graduate right now.
Okay.
That is opportunities there, no day, mentorship there either no day, software of support system, they're not even strong. And Parliament gets big role for play on how you can make the policy there for help create job opportunity there.
Okay.
And make sure say the right people and do waiting at the promise, waiting they don't already promise you.
Okay.
Because we the youth then get a lot of ideas. You get the ideas then full, the energy, and we all we need are just support system.
Okay.
And
Support system.
We believe for say we will put we all for make sure say this country here so it will be fair. So I don't know. Now my own contribution and the way on this particular topic.
Wonderful, wonderful. Thank you very much, Madam Ugiatu.
Okay, welcome.
So we are from Madam Ugiatu back. It's all like the young people are actually very, very vocal about waiting and one like government to do. And most of them, they bring one point where they ring them yes. One point where they ring them yes. It's about making policy system we favorable to employing young people. Now, we get a labor and employment law. Inside March 2023, Parliament's been passed a new employment act. And this lawyer been actually overhauled the Sierra Leone's labor code for modernized regulations them we they get and promote equal opportunity for every young person, well, for every Sierra Leonean basically. The idea was, let we combat discrimination. Not so that old power, we don't say inside the field we forgot to pick no more over that young person, we just come out inside university. The idea was if we tighten the labor standards them with it, the benefits them where they bring to young people, them where they enter the formal job market, go be so enormous. You see, and this is not something where people them in debates na parliament. Dozens of MPs them in come and review them before them actually they pass them before it on law. We been show say now something where they scrutinize, and if they work in many other countries them. Say for example, imagine say now like how we get this this girl will act with them be passed so now, gender equality and women's empowerment. We require a certain quota for be set in most MDAs them for ensure say women are represented there. Imagine say we get something similar to employment, say in all government ministries, departments and agencies them, and in the civil service basically. While when they recruit, we forget a certain, I'll not say a bias, but we allocate certain quotas them in appointing other them, well, not appointing, in fact, in recruiting other them for come from part of the next generation of civil servants them. Let them be young people them. Imagine, say, you say inside Ministry of Trade, out of 100 people where they employ every year, we want like 40 be young people them. You they provide that level playing ground now for young people them as against as opposed to the other age gaps them we don't get for what they battle with. You see, the ordinary Sierra Leonean will say no. In that case, now you they marginalize another age bracket because of this age bracket, and at the same biasness no more you get for come with where you as a young person they try for deal with. But I think if you ask me, I feel say we young people them now them they in the majority. And not only them no more they in the majority, it is that now them get for come take up tomorrow we on our left. So if we know they empower them at this stage, we they left them, marginalize them. By the time then they grow old, now that time them go anchor old power. You feel say the cycle we they see. You feel say it not go continue. Outside them back no go left power. Tell the time we then ready for go meet them make them now the time them go left power for the next generation. We get to the next caller. Yes, good evening, caller. Your name and who side they call from?
Yes, sir. Good evening, to talk.
Yes, good evening, sir. Your name and who side they call from?
Me Jonathan, I call from Kingston Road.
Okay, Mr. Jonathan. Nice to have you on board.
Yeah, I really like the program anyway. When I kick out inside the program, then very, very dedicated.
Thank you
I
very
don't
much.
really want to share my own a little bit insight.
Okay.
So with deployment,
Okay, go ahead, sir.
We university them really not the try because university is not grade, and they take students then when them go at least forgive them the rest get skill. They go for come market, for come at the trading market. But you see people go university that just study no more.
Okay.
Go read, give Boku notes, cram like how we first could have been saying, cram. And from that way, when I go, even people that we do practical course.
Okay.
Same thing. Can you imagine just like I also from medicine side and the other side, and so we try. It's more like even in engineering students, you will see people with the engineering from A to Z, not just when they cause it in a practical course from we enter year one.
Yes.
For in a class and the field, even medical, at the same thing. Other side then with the see people they enter a medical school, they did from CI they begin practical. Go to lab, from lab, you for 3 weeks class. After that 3 weeks, you go to lab. After lab, then you go to clinic. So how go offer with the team where you study? Because you get a book, waiting the chemical and you talk about, you go to lab, wanna do the experiments. Then from there, the system that we talk about, you go to clinic, you see the life, So, but we literally fail for inculcate some of them things there. So we expect say where somebody don't come on from college or from university, if you say good deliver.
True.
No for deliver because I also study no more. Come and pass. Why make you say now the world now people way they rule the world. Now people that way don't way fail at universities. Even MIT, man they way they build software where they make even this AI some old man, the other people that way they make density and people that way not successful at the university.
Okay.
They not drop out there.
Okay.
They gets the whole. So we really want to see the government, not for just see we create job for youth with this, with that. Some of them projects are project away they camp or really we know this is where the excuses.
Okay.
They might find project for the youths, but we do not partner the sponsor them project them. But we know they see the actuality in the field. And I mean they see over time now you see plenty graduates there. Don't come on. Just in the name that I forget what. They don't get less skill. Entrepreneurship. No day now university then. At least when you go to university, some see we come up past and can give work. No. I forgot body your mind, how you can create job for other people. You know, but we really need the PM force. We really need the PM force. I know we didn't know. They're gonna pray at least we will get that kind of person where illegal people can change salon.
Amina, inshallah.
On a fine country,
Amina, inshallah.
Use them over time.
All right.
Now way into drugs or whatsoever.
Yes. All right, caller. All right, caller. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for what you contribute your voice. Yeah, sure. So with the yeri from the young people, as we they go. With the yeri from the young people, as we they go. The number, if you still want for add your voice, now 072-641-729. 072-641-729. I think it's fair time for let we assume say even without the labor and employment laws them we get, we they expect say we for they get youth specific legislation them where they come off from Parliament itself. You see, if Parliament be non-directly legislate something like the youth employment measures, then we will be non they say under the National Youth Commission. You feel say them and through the National Youth Service Act back where we see. You feel say they're not there in a position and back for make certain laws them we know say okay with favorable conditions them for let young people them get work. Think about it. These are people them we realize the problem them see them, then think about the problem, then realize say one, we not get a specific commission where they focus on young people them. So under the Ministry of Youth Affairs, they established the National Youth Commission. And away from that, they then realize back say and a part of the thing that we explain as we start say young people them lack the skills them where them need for actually contribute to for actually be employed inside the job market. Parliament self-realized and then I make them decide for legislate the National Youth Service Act. Say, una go get experience. So, una don't go get experience inside the field where then they send you. Where you come, it's either you work for an NGO or them decide say, okay, you know it's in, can work for we. Inside government. And we get people and we be non succeed. So our idea is that if una they able for legislate them youth specific bills them they. You know feel say it's about time them codify them goal for let Parliament give legal force to youth employment planning at this stage. We get the National Youth Policy. We want to turn them force into an act, a National Youth Act. That's now all the recommendations them with the inside the policy, we because of a lack of a legal framework, we're not being able for enforce. We're able for do them now when it becomes an act in itself. And that's basically the idea. And not have the no more. We know say them people and then they get budgetary oversight on things them, not so in. Now then they get budgetary oversight on things them where they happen inside governance. Before every year the finance minister they go read the national budget, the fiscal year budget for the following year to Parliament. For let Parliament decide for approve or it decide for say no, we don't think say this one is really rational. I think we need to go back to the drawing board and then cut on some of the things and when we say we want to put inside this. You see. And Fantamadi been they read the fiscal year for 2025, for example, from November. Was it November or October? You see. So now we assume say while should they go back for 2026 by September, October, we actually don't bring statistics to government, to Parliament basically, and we make them realize say many youth programs are underfunded. Money not they go into youth programs them better. Where now them na the future. Now the leaders them we need tomorrow. Think if we get like inside IT alone, if Parliament decide for allocate budgets to the growth of like artificial intelligence, technology, or even anything related to communication, Brana, the country. We get one with friend, Mr. Samba, James Samba. Yes. Now, him been make this solar keke, a solar powered keke in this country. Now solar powered keke, now a mere show of intelligence, very stunning work. You'd expect that from that solar keke with Mr. James Samba been non make government or at least parliament for being done out of the things that if we actually been there allocate budget to youth funded programs them. I mean, we get a youth empowerment basket where the national youth policy been actually established. We are aware of that. But whether money they go there or whether money they go there or whether they use that money there for benefit young people, I am not in a position to say. That is for the authorities them for clarify. But imagine, say, from that idea, that initiative we've been taken from the youth empowerment basket, or government or parliament been done legislate for that we get a certain quota from the consolidated fund where they go towards youth innovation. You know how many kekes them that were for the able bill? We for don't literally move from utilizing resources them we reliable on fossil fuels them to actually getting renewable energy sources them now. We keke not for the use fuel again. As long as the sun they shine, that man they able for riding keke. But Nayanda James Samba left Sidom. In idea, yes, the man is moving. It still gets that entrepreneurial plus innovative skills and ambition inside him. But he not really gets the kind donor we they expect we for can make establish a whole industry that could have been a game changer inside the landscape. But then from two theories them, and this is one coming from a conspiracy theorist and two coming from a rational standpoint. One, maybe, just maybe, if actually they've been sponsored or they've been found James Samba, then ideas them, then initiative them. This is where we could have stopped. We for them literally pull keke them we rely on fuel come on our road. And then a whole business land we could crumble. Perhaps now this make them not fund that money idea. Just perhaps. Sometimes that ordinary person waking the land or call them ordinary person, that person with the import keke come to the country where they sell them, where they get the money, you all know who. And not go one level and pull them out of business. That's one a conspiracy theorist go say. And then you get the other one where they think say, no, we just not get the legit. They not feel say ideas that's visible or they not think say it's sustainable. We don't think say Africa for move to renewable energy source system where we get thousands of people and where they survive from the selling of petrol in the country. So you go pull boku people come out inside them work with them. They do that woman where they pump that fuel in a petrol station. That man where they sweep that petrol station. That driver where they transport that fuel they all get for come up and then work them with them they do because one man don't being innovative. But then they come back to waiting we want prioritize. We want to see we young company Sierra Leoneans them dreams them go before, or do we just want to see businesses where they providing their jobs them for many Sierra Leoneans and continue for blossom? That's the question we me and you get for answer for ourselves. You see, but the idea is that we really believe, and I think similarly it been happen say in 2024 November, one honorable Nene Lebi been say appeal for the government more for the government come with parliament come with more employment opportunities and from young people them across the country. And we just feel say if parliament will be understand that in statement, enough of being the focus for create 500,000 jobs then for young people them according to President Biden agenda. I just feel say you for don't come sit down with the people them, the young people them, see what their ideas are and then fund them. We get a whole tech event where they happen every year, where this hackathon project where then can they get the president can they go there in fact for see the innovative ideas where young people them get, but how many of those ideas are actually funded? How many youth CSOs them then at this country where governments they actually give seed funding to for let them able for create change? How much they actually go to the youth sector? These are questions that we for ask ourselves. So we get for consider the budgetary oversight back. Say because the fact say parliaments they play them kind of role them there, I think they are in the position as well for able for allocating money for let the youth sector grow. Because if it grows, believe me, if Mr. Bemba Kamara, when a civil society activist right now, a youth activist, if Mr. Bemba Kamara able to get focus on serving as this incubation center we enhance young people in participation in issues related to peace building, human rights, good governance, and any other socio-political process in the country. You feel say many young people go come inside that Mr. Bimba in office there and then begin learn, be volunteers them, and before you remember they don't get their own technical skills them and then begin apply for donor funding. If not them $50,000 seed grants them, they do. For you able for make boku young people them now they get that 2,000-3,000 when they go to house every month done. This is what we want to see. You see, but then not to just budgetary oversight. So we get oversight committees and with the inside parliament them back self. What we they expect say them people them for go they utilize for benefit young people them. And one such one say for example we get committee on youth affairs them now inside parliament and then they actually get the power for scrutinize policies them and budgets them where them know say focused on education, for example, or social service system, way related to young people them. And waiting at the thoughts now we they get is who's working them actually they play, how are actually they explaining progress and youth on youth programs and how then they express them progress them they to them company parliamentarians them. We feel like now them for be the anchor. For example, parliamentary sittings them for they get featured question them on youth employment. I feel saying that then they then committee members them on the youth affairs go able for push before way for bring youth on employment and the challenges them where young people in the face at the forefront. If we're then at the table and we forget special reports them way for the come out on youth unemployment, I feel like if we actually get statistics them oversight committees them go down they do them work them, and in fact with real data with statistics them for sure say okay now so this one day now so this one day I feel like it go ensure say youth employment initiatives them stay on track. But then if we lack the data, if we actually in fact if we know they get thorough scrutinies them, we know they get questions them where they come up on youth initiatives them and youth and employment issues them inside parliament. I don't feel say we forgot they even consider say the committee on youth affairs they doing work. And that is basically how they can push their agenda forward for let we able to get conversations. You see. And finally, as with the round of fumble them, it's that with the Lily and Nothing youth engagement basically. Parliament for recognize youth voice system. If you recognize youth voice system, I feel like say you will get plans for establish avenues them way for good they make them people them get not to just meaningful conversations, but avenues them way for they make them they able for promote self-employability for themselves. In many countries them then get a national youth parliament. Does Sierra Leone have one? No. We have committees on youth affairs them way for they provide scrutiny on some of the issues them where then they pass bills on where they affect young people. Whether or not they are stringently doing their work is something we can leave for when we have an authority figure from that committee there for come talk to we. But on the low, waiting with the able for talk no more now is we need a separate wing where for go they discuss things and where they are among young people them. Though not so like it not go be a national youth parliament, for example, not go be a formal legislature in a sense. It go be like this forum of youth representatives them now. We go amplify young people them voices them in governance and policy development. So if them they about for develop a labor and employment act, for example, them go realize say, okay, let we consult them people, let we see waiting at them voice where they get for give. We feel saying that this side when I get for need for spend power, on I wanna get for allocate funding if I actually want for the young people them innovation be sponsored, and then it could create X, Y, and Z jobs them for young people, and we are able for deal with unemployment in ways unimaginable. You see, many countries actually do have a national youth parliament. Why Sierra Leone not get at this point? Why the parliament of Sierra Leone not feel so we for able get, even if it is a caucus body, is something unimaginable at this point. Maybe then would they consult with or even incorporate the findings them of such youth bodies them into the broader legislative process system of parliament. And it reflects a broader approach where go involve young people them inside decision making, even if not through consultations, it can be through youth councils them or hearings them, so that laws them and budgets them where then they make inside parliament go they meet the needs of the people. And family them now we thought them and the way we get to their own youth unemployment and the role way young people them way parliament could they get on them kind of issues them. Now we know that the position for talk say they expect practical outcomes anytime soon. I mean, we are in mid 2025 now, and then we they expect out of the 500,000 jobs, at least 200,000 go don't come up for young people, but we are still hopeful. So say next week, me we been on the bring the program to Una today. Me own name na Bemba Kamara, and before I go, I say plenty thank you to we studio engineers them Mr. Sharif and Mr. Issa. We spend them time for able for bringing this program to Una, and to we producer when Madam Maria Makalma for a wonderful input we give for let this program be a success. Again, me will bring the program to Una today. Me own name na Bemba Kamara. True talk. Get the facts. Get true talk.